Have you ever noticed something quietly remarkable? Your male cat has access to cozy cushions, plush beds, and warm corners all around your home, yet when night falls, he chooses your bed. Not once in a while. Night after night. Curled beside you, near your legs, or close enough to feel your presence. That choice is never random. And it's about far more than comfort or body heat. When a male cat decides to sleep beside you, he's communicating in a language most humans don't realize exists. These are instinct-driven signals shaped by survival, territory, and deep-rooted biological behavior, signals that reveal how your cat truly perceives you. To him, your bed isn't just a place to sleep. It's a safe zone. A shared territory. And in many ways, a declaration of trust. Male cats are naturally more territorial and protective than many people realize. Choosing your bed means he has deliberately ignored other, perfectly good, sleeping spots in favor of the one place where you are. That decision reflects comfort, confidence, and emotional security, a bond built over time, not something given lightly. This behavior goes beyond simple affection. It speaks to how your cat sees his role in your world, and how he sees you in his. Today, you're going to learn what this behavior truly means. Why your cat feels safest beside you. What instincts are guiding that choice. And how deep this connection really runs. Once you understand it, you'll never look at those quiet nighttime moments the same way again. Let's begin. 1. You're part of a territory you didn't even know existed. Male cats are wired very differently than most people realize. To them, territory isn't just about space. It's a living system built on safety, awareness, and control. In the wild, a male cat doesn't see the world as one open area. He divides it carefully into zones. There are places he patrols regularly. Spaces he simply tolerates. And then there is one inner zone, the most protected space of all. This inner zone is where a male cat allows himself to be vulnerable. It's where he rests deeply. Where his guard comes down. Where he knows, instinctively, that he won't be attacked. If your cat sleeps beside you, that's the zone you've been placed in. Sleep is the most dangerous state a cat can be in. In the wild, sleeping deeply in the wrong place can mean never waking up. Every instinct in a male cat's body tells him to choose his resting spot carefully. So when your cat curls up next to you, or presses his body against yours, he's making an extraordinary decision. He's lowering his defenses. You're no longer just someone he enjoys being around. You're someone he trusts with his survival. That's why many male cats instinctively position themselves between you and the door, or sleep facing outward while keeping their back pressed against you. This isn't coincidence or habit. In his mind, he's maintaining awareness of potential threats while keeping you within the safest part of his territory. In a very real way, your safety has become part of his responsibility. And once a male cat accepts you into that inner zone, something powerful begins to happen. 2. He begins syncing his body to yours. Here's something most people never realize. Cats can hear your heartbeat from several feet away. Their senses are incredibly sharp. But when your male cat chooses to sleep touching you, he isn't just listening from a distance. He's aligning himself with you. Through close physical contact, his body begins to synchronize with yours, your breathing, your heart rhythm, your stillness as you drift into sleep. Over time, his nervous system adjusts to match that calm, steady pattern. This isn't accidental. It's biological regulation. For a male cat, syncing with a trusted body helps lower stress and stabilize emotions. That's why male cats who sleep beside their humans often show less anxiety, recover more quickly from fear, and move through their day with greater confidence and calm. There are even documented cases that highlight this bond. In one instance, a male cat who had never slept close to his owner suddenly began curling up on the owner's chest every night, immediately after the owner began treatment for anxiety. The cat sensed the emotional shift before anyone else did. Without understanding it consciously, he responded by becoming a living anchor of calm. This shared rhythm does more than soothe him. It also allows your cat to begin learning you in ways you never notice, memorizing your patterns, your emotional states, and even the subtle changes in your body as you rest. And that leads to something even deeper. 3. He memorizes your schedule better than you do. Male cats are exceptional pattern readers. They don't rely on clocks or calendars. Instead, they build a mental map of your day using tiny, almost invisible signals, details you don't even realize you repeat. Researchers have observed that many male cats begin positioning themselves near the bedroom 20 to 30 minutes before their human's usual bedtime, even when the owner insists they don't really have a routine. To your cat, the routine is obvious. He notices the sound of your toothbrush, the way you check your phone one last time, the order you turn off lights, even the subtle change in the rhythm of your footsteps as the day winds down. These microsignals form a predictable sequence in his mind. In one documented case, a male cat refused to fully relax until his human locked the front door, a habit the owner didn't even consciously realize they followed every night. To the cat, that action signaled that the territory was secure. Once your cat learns these patterns, he doesn't just observe them. He tries to maintain them. That's why some male cats become more vocal in the evening, start pacing, or gently lead their humans toward the bedroom at night. This behavior, often called bedtime pressure, isn't neediness or clinginess. It's his instinct to restore predictability, because predictability means safety. And when you finally lie down, his chosen sleeping position begins to reveal even more than you might expect. 4. Where he sleeps reveals how he sees you. Cats communicate in ways that are almost entirely silent. They don't explain themselves. They show you, especially when they sleep. A male cat's sleeping position is never random. Each choice reflects how he understands his role, and how he sees you within his world. If your cat sleeps on your pillow or above your head, that position carries a mix of protection and status. Height equals safety in the feline mind. From there, he can observe, monitor, and react. In his instincts, he's watching over you while keeping himself in the most secure spot. If he chooses the foot of the bed, that's what could be called guardian distance. He's close enough to sense movement, sound, or danger, but far enough to act as a buffer. This position allows him to defend the space without disturbing you. And if your male cat sleeps pressed against your chest, tucked into your side, or curled tightly against your body? That is the rarest position of all for an adult male cat. This posture comes straight from kittenhood, the same way kittens once pressed themselves against their mother for warmth, safety, and regulation. For a grown, territorial male cat to return to this position means something profound. It means he feels completely safe with you. Not alert. Not cautious. Safe. But even in those deepest moments of rest, your cat is never entirely offline. And that's where things get even more interesting. 5. He runs security checks while you sleep. Male cats don't sleep the way humans do. What looks like deep, uninterrupted rest is actually something far more strategic. Infrared and behavioral studies show that cats wake repeatedly throughout the night, often 7 to 9 times during an 8-hour sleep period. These awakenings aren't full consciousness. They enter a state known as micro-wakefulness. Their eyes barely open. Their ears rotate independently, scanning for sound. Their nose samples the air. Their body remains still while their senses sweep the room. Each check lasts only a few seconds. Then they sink back into sleep. But here's the part most people never notice. Your male cat adjusts this vigilance based on you. If you're sleeping peacefully, breathing evenly, body relaxed, his alertness drops. The territory feels secure. But if you're restless, breathing irregularly, or emotionally stressed, his behavior changes. He becomes more aware, more attentive. Often, he moves closer. Some male cats even learn the subtle shift in breathing that happens just before you wake. That's why many cats stir, or gently wake their humans, moments before an alarm goes off. He isn't being needy. He isn't being annoying. In his mind, he's confirming that the territory is safe before the day begins, and that you are okay. Every quiet repositioning, every brief awakening, every soft check of the room is part of a system that runs while you sleep. And all of this, the territory, the synchronization, the protection, leads to the deepest layer of the bond between you and your cat. 6. Your brains are chemically bonding every night. When you and your cat sleep together, something remarkable happens beneath the surface. Something you can't see, but both of you can feel. As you rest side by side, both of your brains release oxytocin, the same hormone responsible for mother-infant bonding, deep trust, and emotional attachment. This isn't metaphorical. It's measurable biology. For a male cat, this chemical response creates real, lasting changes. Oxytocin lowers testosterone-driven vigilance. Serotonin and dopamine increase. Stress responses soften. Emotional attachment pathways strengthen. Over time, your cat's brain begins to rewire itself around you. You're no longer just familiar or comforting. You become encoded into his long-term emotional memory, not as someone important, but as someone essential. A stable presence his nervous system expects. That's why male cats who regularly co-sleep often show signs of stress when separated from their human. Reduced appetite. Restless or fragmented sleep. Elevated cortisol levels. Increased seeking behavior. His system is reacting to a missing anchor. And this bond isn't one-sided. Your nervous system adapts too. Your body grows accustomed to the warmth beside you, the soft vibration of his purring, the steady rhythm of his breathing in the dark. These signals tell your brain, you are safe. This isn't just routine. It isn't just comfort. It's a shared biological loop, quietly reinforcing itself every single night. So tonight, when your cat quietly climbs into your bed and settles beside you, remember this. That moment isn't random. It's trust. It's protection. It's biology choosing connection over instinct. Your cat isn't just sleeping near you. He's anchoring his sense of safety to yours. And the most surprising part? This connection doesn't stop when the lights go out. During the day, your cat is still listening to your voice, your tone, your emotions. Every word you speak is shaping how safe, calm, and bonded he feels. In fact, there are things your cat understands when you talk to him that most people never realize. And once you learn them, you'll never communicate with your cat the same way again. That video is already waiting for you on screen right now. Click it next. Because once you understand how your cat listens, this bond goes even deeper.